hello. Or shall I say hi, ladies? Yeah, of course. Welcome to another episode of Women in Real Estate with Goodness Usman. And that's why I said hi, ladies. Yes, where are my ladies? Yes, it's another episode. By the way, the last episode, I got a lot of you guys coming to send me a text message. Some people even sent me a chat, mostly chat, and we talked about we had very interesting interaction. And I'm like, whoa, really? I didn't even know that women really want to talk about these things. So I'm really, I'm happy by the feedback I'm getting so far because that's the first episode of me. So yeah, for me to get such a feedback, somebody watching the episode, the video on YouTube will not see too much comment. They'll be wondering, oh, now it's dry. Nobody's talking about it. No, they are talking about it. They just aren't talking about it in the comment section. Yeah. In my WhatsApp, oh God, we are having some interesting interaction. I'm loving it. I think it's that part of it that I want to gist a bit. So when you say, finally I found the gist show. So let's gist about everything and anything about women. Anyway, so welcome to another episode officially. So if you're watching this video for the very first time, I'm wondering what she's talking about, how she's going on and on about. Alright, so yes, it's a show called Women in Real Estate with Goodness Usman, and this is our very second episode. What's this show about? Just for those who are seeing the video for the very first time, yes, this is a show where we talk about anything to everything pertaining to women, ladies, whichever way you want to put it, that are in real estate investment. Because it's a topic that a lot of people shy away from, and I say, okay, you know what? Let's talk about it. So here, like I said, we talk about anything to everything about real estate. And now, the major purpose why we talk about this anything to everything is to entertain, is to educate, and of course, empower more women to know what? To invest more in real estate. Remember I said it's about education, it's about empowerment, and again, it's about entertaining. So yes, we're going to be entertaining ourselves. So you need to sit back, relax, and then watch this episode to the end. But most importantly, you need to turn on your notification button and subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any of the episodes. By the way, we upload new episodes every Wednesday. And why is it a Wednesday? Because Wednesday is Woman Crush Wednesday, right? That's the tag for Wednesday. So the perfect day to talk about women in real estate. Anyway, moving away from all of that. So let's go. Let's talk about the topic of today. So we started with mindset in episode 1. So today we're going to continue on the same mindset, but in a different version. All right, so yes, last week we talked about the myth around women in investing generally, whether it is real estate or cryptocurrency or shares or government bonds or whatever it is. Investment generally, the means behind women investing. That's what we discussed. And I know we can go on and on about it. Like I said, I've had extensive conversations with some ladies above off camera in the WhatsApp chat about it. In fact, some did phone calls and all of that. So yeah, excuse me. Today we're going to be talking about of course, addressing the mindset again. Because the truth is, anything we do in life is all about our mindset. All right, if your mindset is not right for anything, then there's going to be a problem. Whatever it is you want to do in life, whatever it is you want to achieve in life, you really have to have the right mindset. It's very, very important. If you want to be a pilot, and you don't have the right mindset, you want to be a doctor, you don't have the right mindset, you want to get married, you don't have the right mindset, you want to give back to a child, you don't have the right mindset, whatever it is in life, in career, in life, in business, in relationship you want to achieve, and you don't have the right mindset, forget it. You cannot achieve that thing. Mindset is the most important thing in life. Trust me, even our economy in Nigeria is still the mindset of our leaders, okay? It all starts with mindset. Even Nigerians as a citizen, a lot of these problems we have right now has to do with mindset. Hence why we're talking about mindset today. Now, the aspect of this mindset we want to talk about is that a lot of people believe that, especially men, with due respect. Again, I want to also note a disclaimer. This show is not to say it's not a feminism show. No, please. No, I'm not a feminism. because the way people take this feminism thing is just kind of weird, funny in a way. So I'm not. I'm a all in for men. I believe in I believe the power God has empowered men with as the head. So yes, let's leave it at that. Anyway, so yes, I just wanted to put that out there. Okay, it's not no. The empowerment I mean is that to enlighten more women to see reasons why they should invest in real estate. All right, so let's talk about the mindset. So now I was also about this show. I have a conversation with the men as well. So I was asking. I did a sample with a couple of men, married, single, young, and average age, and of course old men. When I mean old men in their 60s, that what do they think about women? What's the first thing that comes into their the mindset they have about we women? What's the first mindset they have about we women when it comes to life generally? And they go, a lot of them, a lot, and I kid you guys not, a lot of these men told me that we women, all we know is how to buy new hair, to buy clothes, to buy handbags, to travel the world. All we just know about, all we care about. So they said all we know and care about is to spend and spend and spend and spend. I'm like, Mogbe, is it true? Hey, they asking me, about my ladies, women, is it true? Is that all we know? In the last episode, I was talking about how some men feels that all the woman is known for or good for is to be in the kitchen. And I'm like, hey, are you serious? Now they are saying that all we know is to buy, spend, money. Oh. Could. I'm like, hey, try you remember you serious? Are you serious? Even my own very uncle, my boss, also said it. I'm like, you people, what do you mean? Anyway, that's why the show is here to come and correct all these beliefs. Hey, women, is it true? Is it that we are all known for, women are basically, or ladies are only known for owning liabilities? Because that's what I just realized. I sat down and I'm like, does it mean that these men are implying that we ladies, all we know to own are liabilities? That we don't like to own assets? I'm like, no, that can't be. No, seriously, ladies. Is it true that all we ladies know best to do is to just go around owning liabilities and not assets? So, men are the ones who naturally own assets, and we ladies, all we own in liabilities, like luxurious handbags, shoe, clothes, travel around the world. That's what we are known for. Buy cars, own roses, wants them to buy us a rose. Let's talk about that rose in a bit. Imagine somebody just waking up in the morning and giving you 50 roses, or let's say 200. You're gonna go, oh wow. So they're saying that that's all we are known for. Liabilities, owning liabilities over and over is all we women are known for. I say no. I beg to disagree. Yes, I agree that we ladies love good things, but that doesn't necessarily equate that ladies are known for liability. So men that are watching this video, what do you think? I know what you think already. You guys are going to put it in the comments like, yes, that's all we're. Come on. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think that's all women are good for. Okay? I don't think it is right. I don't think it is correct. However, based on the poll, if that's the case, then this is the reason why this show is in place. We need to change the narrative, ladies. As much as we want to own this luxury, I want to own our material things, we should also own assets as well. It wouldn't be bad. I mean, one of the conversation I was having with one of these men while I was carrying out my poll, he said that I should gather 100 women and ask them what they own in their name. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I know I've asked a couple of my own personal friends that, come, what do you even own in your name? As Goodness Usman, what do I own in my name? Excuse me. And he said you will realize that a lot of women, out of that 100, 90 don't own anything in their name, except the receipt for one purchase of a handbag, one purchase of, those liabilities that I've mentioned earlier. Let's not go back on here. And I'm like, that's completely devastating, if not embarrassing, that women women, we only own stuffs that are liabilities, cars, hair, all the stuffs only. Why is the question that keep popping in my mind. Why is it that it is like that? Who made it like that? Who gave us that mindset? Is it that this mindset is an inbuilt thing by default? There are default settings. When you buy a new phone, right? There are some apps that comes by default, yeah? Is it that this mindset thing, this aspect, is by default? Is it a default setting? Or it's an installed app? When you buy a phone again, or yeah, a phone is a perfect example. There are, these days, not that, remember those days when you buy a new phone and you have to install all the apps that no apps comes into it. Nothing is coming with it except maybe one or two, the iOS and maybe one other thing. But these days, this apps comes with, I think even WhatsApp comes with a new phone. No, okay, maybe not WhatsApp, but they have a lot of apps that come, games and all of that comes with a new phone. You now have to add additional apps that you want, and those by default settings, you can't uninstall them. A lot of these phones now, you can't uninstall them. So the question is, this mindset of women owning liabilities over assets, is it by default, or is an informed installed app? Is the mindset, let's say that in this case, for the sake of this conversation, the mindset is a app. Is it that it's a default setting or it was installed? And if it was default, who is the manufacturer of that mindset? Our parents? Or a god? I'm sorry, because I don't understand it. Why are women wired like that? If we agree that that's largely because if you have a larger number of women falling into that category, it kind of is okay, I feel, to assume that, okay, yeah, even though some women, and I'm not like that, but is it by default? I want to know. That's the question I'm asking. Who thinks? Please put this in the comment section. Let's discuss it. Let's have a conversation. Is it a default thing? Is it by default setting thing? Or it was an installed app? Now, if it's an installed app, who installed this mindset in us women? Or it's just the way God wired us. So if it's a God factor, it's the way God wired us by default. Can we all, adjust the settings? Excuse me. So I'm a graduate of electrical electronics, telecom options. So as a telecom options, I did a lot of electronics, okay? And we did a lot of practicals with electronics. We opened up electronics as far as your TV, your UPSs, your radio, name it. I can work in a radio station right now as an engineer because I major in telecoms and electronics. So back to electronics. When you open a TV, there are different kind on the IC. Every electronics has an IC board, right? Now they have different kind of IC board. There are different kind of boards basically on each electronics. Even the phone that you're using, there are different on the board. There are different kind of things, and it comprises of different kind of what's it called now, of components. Okay, you have there's so many components on a board that makes a board, right? You have the resistance, you have the orishi, put together. Now, on that board, something might be wrong. A board might be bad and not totally bad. You might have the opportunity to just replace an item, okay, on the board that is bad, or a component. It might just be one component that you need to take out and then change it, and then the board will come back to life. And some, it's completely bad. You just have to change the whole board. So now the question is, where we are now. If it's a wired mindset thing, so let's assume that women, the board where this is wired, can we pick out that part that has made women to think that way? I just change it. I don't know what's on that IC board or whatever board, I don't know, that needs to be replaced. Can we replace it? Is it possible? Yes, of course it is, and that's why this show is here. Because we need to educate ourselves, as to why these things are. We need to ask the why, and then we now go to look at what we need to do. So yes, I've been able to establish the why. Like I said, if you agree or disagree, or you think, whatever you think about this subject matter, put it in the comment section. Of course, you can send me a chat. Let's talk about it. It will be more interesting when we have the conversation one-on-one. when we have the conversation with a lot of people, it's more interesting for me. Not that I'm just talking to you people. You people are watching and you're not giving back your feedback. You don't telling me what you think. Feel free to tell me what you think in the comment section or any other way. Okay. All right. So yes, back to the the butt thing. Now, correcting this mindset. What do we need to do? We need to also know that I believe that women are not meant to own liabilities only. I believe that men only are not the one wired to own assets only. Yes, I know that the way we are wired as women, emotion, hormones, all of these things also contribute to some of these things. Yeah, but then again, it shouldn't be that all a woman is meant for is to just own liabilities. You know, some men even get edgy when they see their wives, all their wives talk about is liabilities, 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 and they get tired, like, don't you know about something else? Like, why do you literally just want to buy liabilities, own liabilities all the time? So women, I want to encourage us that we need to step away from this. We need to do better than what we're doing. We need to be known for better. I love where we are right now, 2021. It is changing. Things are changing. Women are getting more exposed. Women are getting more educated on subject matters like this. So yes, please, if you're watching me and you're still a lady or a woman and you're still with this mentality, I want you to change it, okay? If it's by default, please look for how to press reset. You know, let this help you to reset your mindset and then adjust it properly, adequately, okay? You shouldn't, so the question I normally ask, even before I went into real estate, okay, so people will come and say, hey, goodness, it's easy for you to talk about because you're into real estate. No, excuse me. Before I joined real estate as a career, I started real estate as a career, I've always loved real estate. And like I said, it's in one of my shows, one of my videos that maybe by default, by extension, by default, it was because of my upbringing, okay? My godmother is a woman that I've known. I've never lived in a rented apartment growing up as a child. I've always lived in, you know, my dad owned his own houses. You know, my father is very big on real estate, very, very big in different ways. I agree, my father is big on real estate. The land, acres of land my father owned is, you know, anyway, moving away from that. So I've had family members around me growing up who own real estate. So maybe by default, those are part of the things that help. So I realized that coming into the real estate is not exactly by chance now, okay? You could say it's by chance. I thought it was by chance, but no, looking at my background and everything, so all of these things have been setting me up to be into real estate eventually. So even if I wasn't a realtor, I was going to be an investor, which I am now. So I'm a realtor and I'm also an investor. All right, so now moving away from that question I asked earlier, it might be possible that it's by default. Maybe they are surrounded, excuse me, a lot of ladies grew up knowing their mom to do a lot of Owambe. So let me talk about that Owambe now. I'm not an Owambe person. I'm not an Ashrabi person. Okay? If I can count how many Ashrabi I've won in my life, I've bought in my life. People know me. If you bring Ashrabi, when my father died, I didn't do Ashrabi. I was not going to do it. They know, friends around me knew it, so they went to pick it themselves. Okay, so things like that don't get to me from day one. Apart from that, I don't believe in it. I feel like it's a total waste of money. Okay? I'm going to go to one Ashrabi and buy Ashrabi for now, it's crazy. You can buy an Ashrabi, one Ashrabi for 100,000 naira. And the tailor is going to take like 20,000. That's 120. I'm going to do makeup. I'm going to get hair, make my hair, get the accessories, the earring, the rings. I'm big on rings. The wristwatch to match, the bags. And by the time you look at it, just attending one person's birthday, I'm spending 150,000. Hey, don't throw that's somebody's salary. Where should I get it from? And then you're going to go to 4 Ashrabi. You're going to buy 4 Ashrabi in a month. How much is my salary then? Even now, how much do I earn that I'll have to do all of that just for one party? And the irony of that party is you don't get to use those clothes again because that's it. The next person's party, you can't even wear it to it. So the best you can wear it next is maybe to a church or a very neutral function. Every function has Ashrabi. So which function are you going to wear this person's Ashrabi to? Do you understand? So for me, I sat down at, men, you might call me an Ijebu person. Okay, yeah. But that's me, right? I never liked that part because it's, as far as I'm concerned, it's a waste of money. A lot of the time. I see a lot of things, you know, yeah, looking good is good, but I mean, my looking good is at a minimum cost. Hello? Exactly. Because the truth is, I could save that money, I use it for something better. As far as I'm concerned, we buy clothes every day. This clothes, maximum you can use it 3 years, 4 years. 4 years, you matter me. You get those bags, no matter how much you love a bag, you love it, you love the color, there's gonna be another color, there's gonna be another bag. So yes, I know, that's in my own mindset. Okay. So, like I said, maybe my upbringing and people around me affected me to be that way. But I know friends who, my God, they spend in a year. Okay, so sorry I'm diverted, but this is just about mindset. I have friends then, excuse me, who in a year, when we calculate how much they spend on it, it runs into millions. And I'm like, you don't even own a land in your name. So when you tell you to come and buy a land, you could be like, I don't have the money. But you have money for Ashwebi, so you're running Ashwebi and makeup and all of those expenses for somebody else's party for over 2 million naira in a year. Does it even make any sense? Does it make any sense? Somebody else's party. I'm not saying you shouldn't look good, but come on, there are better ways to do these things, to go around these things. That's what I know. Anyway, all of these things are why men feels women love to buy own liabilities. We don't like to own assets because a man will just calculate. You see, men, they are very smart. We are smarter. Well, we are smart as well. But I mean, they are very calculative when it comes. They are analytical. We have women like me. I'm naturally analytical. I analyze everything I do. Okay, I don't do anything without analyzing it. If you want me to buy this pair of earring, I'm going to analyze it. Why should I buy it? What's it different from the other one that I have? Is it better at this time? Is this the right time for me? That's how I have been from childhood. Like I said, I don't know who helped me to be this way, but I started improving on it. So men tend to be like that a lot of the time. You see some men, what they do is when they want to sew native, just go and sew white, black, blue, brown. So the paper white, white was black. And that's it. So yeah, I want white all the time. Who cares? Mark Zuckerberg wears one color of shirt all the time. So how do we even know is it? Of course, you can't be wearing one all the time now. But then hello, who cares? I'm not saying you should go and be wearing one clothes all the time. I'm just saying we need to learn how to be women needs more of financial intelligence. Yeah, we need to be more financially conscious, intelligent, smart. Look for ways to reduce expenses. Look for ways to reduce buying, owning liabilities. We need to start concentrating our energy on how we can own more assets. Now, what are assets? Now, income producing assets. Okay, it's not bad to have a particular kind of lifestyle. It is okay. I'm not saying it is bad to own your 1 million naira hair, your 300,000 naira hair. It's okay. Now, let me talk about the hair. I know some ladies who, if you go to their closets, the worth of the hair they have is more than 3 to 4 million naira. And guess what? The part that gets me on the edge is in 2022, they're still going to buy more and probably give that away. So there was a day I asked the question that this collection of your hair, when you want to resell it, how much would you going to sell it? They're selling it lower. They're not selling it more. So I get the part of ladies who own gold because they use it to keep their money. And when they want to resell the gold, they sell it more. That makes a bit of sense. Because when you're reselling it, it's not depreciating in value. It's adding value to you. Right. Exactly. So I know that some expensive handbags, if you want to resell them, you're always selling at the going rate but see, whatever it is, owning an asset in your name is way, way more better. The more assets you have as a lady, the more money you have in the future to fund your lifestyle. It's okay to want to wear it. For God's sake, it's even your money anyway. But I'm saying that having this mindset that you can all the time own liabilities and not assets, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think it's okay. I don't think it's right. I think we need to move away from that. I think we need to show the world more. Not really show the world, for ourselves, for our sake. Because a woman who is not also financially intelligent as a single person or as a married woman, what do you train your kids with? Excuse me. Your role as a mother, we mothers, we have a lot of work to do. I'm an intending mother. I'm not yet one. But of course, I know that my role when I become one is to also, educate my children. Okay? So if I am ignorant of the right thing, how do I pass it on to my kids? So how do you even teach your children how to save as children? Because I remember growing up that even as a child, when they give you, especially this time, Christmas period, hey, this is the time. Oh gosh, I was sharing my childhood experience about Christmas. That's another topic of that day. Anyway, but I remember that even during Christmas, you're going to get a lot of money. We'll save the money, and I use it. And I knew my grandmother taught me how to do business from primary school. I've been doing buy and selling since primary school. She started with me. And it started from all the savings. So she has a store. She's in matron. May God rest her soul. She was a matron. And then she runs a store. So she runs a clinic at home and then have a store. So we have a pharmacy. Okay, yeah. I grew up around medicine. Maybe it's explain why I don't like medicine. I don't like forensic anyway. All right, so I grew up around those pain and everything. All right. So she had a fraction of the chemist that also is a store. So I started bread business from the money I saved. So she keep keeping the money from me. You know how parents will collect the money, let me keep it for you, and at the end of the day, they cannot show anything for it. They will tell you, if you ask them, to say, I used to buy your Christmas clothes, all the food you're eating in my house. No, it wasn't my case. My case was, I saved up this money, and at the point she told me, okay, you now have XYZ amount of money. This is the bakery. I would go to the bakery. Even as a child, I worked at the bakery. I was the one going to get the bread. She would ask me who to ask for. Yeah, I'll go there. I'll get the bread. Tell them. In fact, I was the one, as little as I was in primary school, I was the one who would decide the size of bread I want. Okay, I want the 50 naira old. No, I want the 20 naira old. I want the one of 10 naira. How many? 10 naira too. This one. I was doing all of those mathematics, and I'll buy the bread. I'll bring it back home. I was the one that would do the marketing. So when I come, luckily for me, funny enough, on my way from the bakery to the shop, I usually sell half of the bread because it's always very fresh, and I will always shout about it. I grew up in Zaire, so I went from the bakery. I went like, because I have to sell bread though. Hot bread. I don't come hot bread. As a child, I started screaming from the bakery before I get to the house. A lot of the times, I sell half of that bread before I get to the store. And so I go to the bakery almost every day, okay? And that's how I started business. Later I did Kunu, I had Sobo. She taught me how to do Kunu, she taught me how to do Zobo. All through secondary school, even my university. So yeah, I mean, she taught me business. So now, the basis of this, my short story is, if she had not had those knowledge, how would she teach me those things? She always wanted me to be a medical doctor. I grew up with my godmother. I didn't grow up with my parents. She didn't want me to be a medical doctor. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not an engineer. I'm a salesperson. But while she wants me to be a medical doctor, she was teaching me buying and selling. She was teaching me marketing. She was teaching me sales. She was teaching me trading. She was teaching me business, how to be an entrepreneur. She never interfered in the whole process. The only thing is she was only supervising, making sure I was making gain. I had a ledger. I'll put in the ledger, how much I put in, how much I've now saved, and over time, I started buying things. So if I want things, she'll tell me, what do you want this year? When I list it down, apart from my school stuff, the personal things I want, I buy those things from my money. Whether we like it or not, this has shaped me into what I am today. So the point is, if you're not educated enough as a woman, how do you even teach your child? Exactly. So whether we like it or not, on a larger space, on a larger angle, this is very important. It is important that women have financial intelligence. It's not just the men, okay? When a woman is financially intelligent, whether we like it or not, argue it till now, till forever, it will help the home. And once it helps the home, it will help the nation at large. Because whatever is wrong with our nation today, it starts from home. Whatever a child turns out to and becomes the leader of Nigeria today, it started from the home. So if the home structure is solid enough, every other thing will be affected. So yes, as a woman, this show is to talk about these things extensively. It helps us, okay? Whether we like it or not. So there are numerous importance to you changing your mindset. So whether you're a single woman like me, a single lady like me, you're a young lady watching me, you're in your 20s, and you're wondering, how does this apply to me? Come on. You need to change your mindset from where you are now. Okay? Start getting financial education. You have to start intelligently looking for answers. Equipping yourself. Because honestly, you cannot give what you don't have. And that's where my end goal is. If we're not being empowered enough, how are we even? And the thing is, a lot of the time, in so many homes, The women are the one who spend more time with the kids. So why is it that it's the same women that does not have the required skills? It is important. There's a lot to motherhood. This aspect is important for us women to know. When you now know how to embed it in your kids from day one. And we also know that it is not only the boy child. The girl child also needs to be involved. It's not only the boy child that should be taught financial intelligence. The girl child also has to be taught. So yes, wrapping this up, because we can go on and on this subject. I hope one or two people has been able to get something from out of this episode today. And I want to encourage you to please change your mindset. For those of you who already have your mindset intact, you're not in this category, wow, you're doing well. All right, but for those who fall into this category, it's okay, it's fine. There's a popular saying that is when you wake up, that is your morning. Yes, because the morning in Nigeria is not the morning in Dubai. Right, neither is it morning in US. It's different. So when you wake up, it's your morning. So what that means is that when you know about something and you take action about it, there's no time called too late. It's not too late. Whatever age range you are, whatever you are right now, and you're listening to this and you're like, oh wow, I wish I'd known this a long time ago. It's okay. Now that you know, you need to start taking steps. You need to start taking actions towards changing your mindset. If we work on our mindset, trust me, a lot of things will be better for us. All right. Like I said, women need to move away from being known for owning more of liabilities than to owning more of assets. And these assets, excuse me, are income producing assets. Okay? Income producing assets. So on the next episodes going forward, we'll be talking about the assets, we'll be dissecting it, what asset exactly, what is income producing asset, how do you even know if an asset is an income producing asset or not. That is a topic for another day. But today, I just want us to work on our mindset, ladies, and then get it right, okay? Like I said, put it in the comment section, whatever you think. Even if you're not a lady, you're a man. Whatever you think about this, is it a good one? Do you think we should continue to do this? Do you think this will have positive value to women and everybody at large? Let me know. And I'll normally say, yes, you might be a man, but you have sisters, you have female friends around you, and they are watching and they need to hear this. Please share this video with them. Let them learn one or two things from this, because my goal is, as much as this can affect one or two people, I am satisfied. Okay. It is important we keep educating ourselves, we keep empowering ourselves as women. Thank you so much for watching this video to this end. I mean, you're amazing for watching it this end. I hope you've enjoyed it so far. I would have loved to go on and on and on and on, but hey, that's why we have it in episodes, right? So I'll see you guys in the third episode, but right now I really have to go. Don't forget, my name is Goodness Usman. Of course, I'm your fab lady realtor for Nigeria 24. Yes, I'm a professional realtor based in Lagos, Nigeria, and I've been in the business I have experience over 7 years in the business. And I'm not just a realtor, I'm also an investor, and I've invested so far in some properties, and I'm still investing. I've learned, I've gotten my fingers burnt even as a realtor and as an investor, and I've learned and I'm still learning, because the truth is, when you're an investor, you keep learning every day. You keep making research, you keep asking questions. Because I'm also a realtor, it makes it easier for me to also invest better, make more wise decisions. All right, so that also says to you that I am in the best position to help you make pre-informed decision on your next real estate investment, or start your real estate investment journey as a lady, either single or married. It doesn't matter. Even if you're pretty much young in your 20s, in fact, it's better when you start early. Some of us didn't start early, but it is better that you start early. So I'm encouraging you, if you're young out there, let's contact me. Let's talk about how you can start your real estate investment early. Even if you're a student, it really does not matter. There are ways at which you can start early. In my previous episode, I said it that there were situations where I was supposed to start early, but I was ignorant. Okay, so I'll put the link down, the link of the first episode down on this video description. Please click it so that you can watch it and then get insights from where we are coming from to where we are, and then you will turn on your notification button to get where we're going to. Thank you again, guys, for watching this video. I appreciate everyone who has made this show a success. Thank you so much. Make it more interactive. Show some love, like the video, comment, let's get this. The more you comment, the more you like, the more it's interactive, the more we get this video, the more YouTube will show this video to more women that needs to see it. And then the more we're changing the world in your own little way, you're also playing your part changing the world, just like I am doing right here. Thank you once again. My name remains Goodness Usman. Of course, I'm your father, lady, Realtor for Nigeria, Rated 34. So I'm signing out on the show. Remember, the name of the show is Women in Real Estate with Goodness Usman. Until next time, when I come your way, remain awesome and beautiful just the way you are, and compliment of the season, by the way. So I'll see you in the next episode. So right now, I say, oh,